3.6 was absolutely incredible. Now, I have some questions about it that I want answering, if you don't mind, devs. First off, how did Cyrene end up a part of the simulation and carrying the blood of Nanook if she is a child of the Remembrance? Because the image we got that showed March encased in the ice seemingly showed Cyrene also encased in the ice. How? How does she have golden blood? We know that the Chrysos heirs carry Nanook's blood, so how in the hell can both of those facts be true? What happened? Secondly, why did the Remembrance create children like March and potentially Cyrene? What was the purpose of that? How does it help them? Or the universe? Was this some big act of foresight? Was it just unintentional? I want to know. I need to know. Thirdly, what will happen to Phainon / Khaslana after we beat Irontomb? Since there's no way we can't succeed, because if we don't, the universe is kinda screwed. Either Irontomb needs to be completely contained or needs to cease to exist. Phainon / Khaslana showed awareness and could be beckoned by Danhung in 3.6. He possesses some awareness still. But can he separate from the entity itself? Or will he become essentially Irontomb? Is beating Irontomb going to allow him to ascend? Fourth, will beating Irontomb in this finale really stop it from appearing around the universe like it did during all the extrapolations? So, Irontomb has been active. It's attacked locations of the IPC. Even though technically it hasn't been fully born yet, it could still cause harm. Will defeating it stop it from doing that? Fifth, how many factions are actually going to be aware of what happens in Amphoreus? Because in 3.6 it's mentioned that the Xien'ja is actually getting involved. Does the IPC know? Contacting the Xien'ja would have probably been through the IPC's network. Wouldn't they be able to listen in on that, or am I overthinking it? How many other factions will have been made aware? And how many other factions possess an interest in Amphoreus once they learn about this? Then finally, 6, what will become of Lygus after we beat Irontomb? Because currently, we know that he has other variants. He split himself into more than one entity. Before his human body died, he left behind 9 variants of himself. But Lygus himself, once he fails, what happens to him? Will he become imprisoned by the IPC? Will he escape? What changes the status quo in this? What happens? Because I feel like he's not going to just let himself die. Even if he has other variants out in the universe somewhere, he gains nothing from letting us totally win. I don't think he's going to just suddenly decide, oh, you've done so well, I'll give up. It's fine, you've won, I'll let you go. That'd be really weird. He's mentioned patience as his strongest weapon. He can be patient to find another opportunity, even after this victory. But yeah, those are the main questions I've got for 3.7 that I want to see in the finale to some extent. I don't know if we'll get an answer to why the Remembrance created children like March, because I feel like that's something they could probably hold off until the ending. But who knows? Like, they could hold that off until March remembers, and it'd probably make more sense then. All the others, though, I want proper answers, because they're relevant to the current story. But let me know what you think, and hopefully you have a good night, morning, day, whatever time it is, wherever you guys are in the world, and take care of yourselves. Bye!